Anyway, this the part. All right, now for all my women listeners that listen who don't know what they're doing with the makeup, I gotta.
You
want to go over there too?
You said to use makeup. I don't use makeup. I use Vaseline.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
It's okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, open your hearts and minds and pocketbooks because her makeup is pretty expensive.
Wow.
Okay.
Give it up for Honeevox Studios own Diane Washington. Yeah.
All right, guys. So today,
Split them up. Split them up.
Split them up.
Split them up.
are we good now?
Don't hold it up. Just hold it straight up and
What kind of lesson you get? Okay.
down. Action.
Are we good now?
You only have 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah. It'll be less than that. Okay, so today's topic is about learning your facial skin type. So we have 3. You're either dry, oily, or combination. Dry, you probably look like the desert. Oily, you look like you've been splashing in the sun, in water or something. In combination, you look like the desert and you've been splashing in water. So sometimes you're a little oily, sometimes you're not. Whatever. So the best way to actually determine that is when you wash your face. About an hour afterwards, look at what you look like. If you look like, you know, sandpaper, then your face is dry. If you look like you've been smothered in fried chicken, then your face is oily. If it looks like sandpaper and fried chicken, then it's combination.
Okay.
But I'm gonna wrap this up because it's not really too much more that I'm gonna say that I can go into, and it'll probably take up more time than Evie. Yeah.
I'm eating macaroni and cheese and chicken.
Combination.
Well, that depends. Actually, for women, it ranges. Actually, the typical skin type for women is, like I said, it ranges. It can go from normal to oily, normal, combination, or oily. But for men typically have oily skin because they actually have more oil glands. So they produce more oil than women.
Oh my God.
Are you proud of that?
I'm an oily
He slipped. Oh, are you rubbing your? Oh my God!
That is delicious.
One of the things.
Don't say that.
Hey, right. No, I'm talking about macaroni and cheese. I ain't talking about you.
Oh,
Yes, because that would be awkward.
Delicious.
And I have more.
Detroit boat is delicious.
That shot's
A
looking
grown
like.
man ain't delicious, dog.
we only
I'm not
got
calling you delicious. Can we? She only got 10
8 minutes
minutes.
left.
DD.
Hey, let's get back to dry and oily.
And
We
desert.
are. We're gonna get back to desert and fried chicken. That's what that is. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do
Can I
the
get some of that alcohol?
the 6 questions, and then the 6 questions ask yourself, and then we can have a question and answer period.
Okay.
So the first thing you want to ask yourself is to identify it is my skin dry, oily, both or neither? Is my skin sensitive to certain products or environmental factors? Basically, if you put lotion on your face, it'll start to get red, tingly, and this goes for men and women. Do you develop facial acne easily? And this, even after puberty, after becoming a teenager, some people still break out. Like I still have a tendency to break out, so I have to use things that'll keep that in check. Do I tend to develop dark spots easily? Dark spots are also called hyperpigmentation. How sensitive am I to sunlight? Contrary to popular belief, black people do sunburn, and black people do get skin cancer from being out in the sun. And the last question is, am I starting to show signs of aging? So these are questions that you can ask yourself, to help identify not only your skin type, but what to do to help control it. Any questions?
Am I showing signs of aging?
Actually,
Yes.
Don't answer that.
however, here's another thing about being a woman of color is that because of so much melanin in our skin, we don't show it as quickly as women who don't have melanin. So the fairer you are, the more the easier it is to tell when somebody is aging. So the darker you are, the harder it is. It's not that you're not, you just can't tell. And because you have more melanin, melanin is a natural protectant, but that doesn't mean that you still don't have to use sunscreen or anything to protect your skin. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
I heard that melanin. No, I'm sorry. That people. Stop.
Melatonin is a sleeping pill.
ETB.
But we said melanin.
Okay, anyway,
Maletoni.
it's my turn. It's my turn.
That was just
Okay.
homoerotic.
Okay, here we go. I heard that sometimes sunscreen, they say that it's good for you, but it also doesn't allow natural things to take place.
Right. Okay. So I know.
So there's like it's kind of contrary.
Okay.
Like to-
So we all heard that lately there are, I won't say conflicting reports. I'll say that there were reports that further support an old idea that it's okay to be out in the sun, and it actually is, because the body cannot produce vitamin D naturally
Right.
without being in the sun. Now, the best thing to do is, if you're going to be out in the sun without the sunscreen, you really only need about 10 minutes in the sun, and your body is fine. Because you can get vitamin D from anything else that we eat or drink, something that's fortified in it. Now, after that is when you want to use sunscreen, because it literally does block UV rays from burning you.
Okay.
These rays actually will get in, they'll get into underneath your skin and actually burn the skin layers. And that goes for both people, both
Okay.
men and women.
I have another question. So you have the vitamin D on the outside, you need that. But what about the vitamin D on the inside?
Well, that's
You know what? Give me that mic.
let me know.
You must swallow.
Vitamin D is good on the inside.
First off,
It depends on how you get it on the inside.
First off, let's start this conversation off
Swallowing
with
is-
Didi, you're not invited to this
Swallowing vitamin D is swallowing vitamin D. Pill form, liquid form, otherwise.
She only has 4 seconds, guys. Can we let her finish her segment?
Exactly.
I can take one more question, and then I'll
You
be
didn't
done.
answer my question.
Oh, about the vitamin D.
About that
D
vitamin D.
inside.
Swallow it.
What about the inside?
So, because my doctor gave me like
Vitamin D?
3,000.
What your doctor give you?
Yeah, my doctor gave me like vitamin D for
I was
entire
stroking
week.
here.
Right.
Well, what I'm learning is that at one time,
That was good.
seriously, gentlemen, excuse me, all you D holders over there. Yeah, okay. Protest. Okay, no, really. No, honestly, y'all need to hear this, because when you go to the doctor now, most of the times now we're given prescriptions for vitamin D, and they said because before they weren't testing us, like when you get your regular blood check.
Right.
And now, if you notice, more people are being tested, and it's showing that you're deficient in vitamin.
Right. And
In
because
vitamin D.
lack of vitamin D. Vitamin D is also what helps with the calcium absorption in your bones.
Right.
So a lot of women after
Vitamin
a certain
D.
age are developing osteoporosis, and that's what the vitamin D is for.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Washington.
You said the email.
Doctor,
Disclaimer: I'm not a medical doctor.
Hey,
You
whatever.
know that.
It's our show.
She's our resident
I mean-
bunker doctor.
Dr.
You're
Washington,
the doctor of the bunker.
studies show
Doctor of the month.
that men semen is a close cousin to milk. Milk has vitamin D. I'm just saying.
That is not in the same family.
Actually,
Studies show.
It wasn't milk.
Studies show.
well, semen actually.
What
It's
study
even
was
on
that?
yet.
Who studied?
What study was that?
Are you smarter than a 5th grader? That study.
Or hornier than a
Your study?
4-year-old?
Can I ask a question?
How many people were in your study?
How much time do I
About
have?
7.
Keep going. I'll let you know.
Yes.
Flo has a question.
Go ahead.
Can I ask? I don't know, but my mom sells Mary Kay, so she told me not to buy off of nobody else besides her. But anyway, so like makeup. Do you do? And this is what this is Gloria Butler at MaryKay.com / Gloria.
Was that a cheap plug?
That was not a plug.
Shameless plug.
I thought you had a question.
I really thought you had a question.
You should have
Oh, I
got
do
your
have
hair
a
done
question, yeah.
today.
Her mama told me.
I have a serious question. So
Y'all can't hear.
Her mama was like, you should plug my stuff when you go to the radio.
So this-
It'll be good.
no, I have a serious question. So I'm sleeping with this female right now, and we share the same makeup.
Wait.
Do you agree? Do you agree with that?
Nobody
Even
was
though,
ready for that.
like,
Wearing makeup?
yeah, share.
Sanity.
if her essence has already
all the
your
juices
essence,
already-
then it's okay because
Wait
your
a minute.
essence has already joined. If not, no.
I have a question. What exactly are you sharing, and how are you sharing?
Essence.
It's like, as far as
Vitamin D.
Listen,
They are sharing essence and
it don't matter.
Essence of pee.
Vitamin P.
Right?
Listen, share it all. Because nothing that you don't got, she don't got. Y'all
there
are
you
together.
go. Hello.
Y'all not like
No,
us.
well, my skin is a little bit. Well,
It don't
we
matter.
both have good skin.
Are you
so, like,
fried chicken
Listen,
or more?
That's a good question. Our skin is pretty much the same.
Has
But like, it's just
there
the
ever been
foundation,
facial
eyeshadow,
mounting?
eyeliner.
Has there been any facial mounting?
If your bodily essence has already combined with their bodily essence, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
That's
That's what I
We
said.
already shared.
So it's actually a good thing. You're actually building each other up.
Well.
Okay.
Started from the bottom.
All right. Hey, Dr. Washington, you go ahead and close this segment right now.
I think I'm
This is real.
No,
Let's
she
just
brought up
get
a
naked.
She brought up a good point. With makeup,
That's the next step.
You probably don't want to share, especially eye makeup. It's one thing if you share like foundation or whatever, just throw the sponge, or whatever, clean the brush, whatever. But eye makeup, just don't share that. I don't ever recommend sharing eye makeup because
But you got an eye condom.
right, whatever might be in your eye may not necessarily be compatible with that person's eye or that body.
And you'll get conjunctivitis.
You get eye sperm.
It's called conjunctivitis, aka
It might not
pink eye.
Or loofah.
You could actually still get something that
Have you ever used a person toothbrush that you've been sleeping with?
Hell no.
No,
I often, if I'm ETB, I'm like,
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
I want to thank you.
Wait your turn, Detroit.
Thank you, Dr. Washington.
Thank you, Dr.